Hello, I am Fast Talking Eddie. In the previous game and previous games prior to the previous game, I, Fast Talking Eddie, host of the Pirate Radio Broadcast podcast, presenting these Operation Madden NFL games, have been shamelessly spewing out rants because I have been throwing temper tantrums because my team or the team that I chose to highlight consistently for the last 6 or 7 games have been suffering defeats. Yeah, I'm sorry, my apologies. I have violated the very principle of sports entertainment, which is basically just enjoy the moment. I experienced as a podcaster a very non professional display of ranting and non sportsmanlike conduct. Just because the team I decided to highlight has been defeated repeatedly. Different teams, but in the last 6 games, my bad. I'm sorry. I want to apologize to those out there who just wanted to experience a football game without personal ranting from a man who is global, a man like myself who loves to travel the world with a woman at different times and experience the culinary diets of the world. I've taken a different woman to Sweden to experience the food and culture of the Swedes, and sometimes at my own peril, having to duck some of those radical Muslims who do not appreciate the fine beauty of a woman and are offended by her lack of Sharia law. And I've even taken a woman and traveled into Louisiana and feasted on the culinary diet of the Cajuns. And I've taken a woman to Paris to dine on the exquisite culinary taste of the Parisians. I've taken a woman to Africa and and munched on African diets, foods. I have I have taken a woman to Colombia secretly without exposing her to the criminal element, and I and I have even taken a woman to other parts of the world, too numerous to mention in one short little podcast. So again, as a man of the world, a man who enjoys the culinary diets of worldly people, as a global economist, as a man who enjoys the different currencies of the world, I, I, Fast Talking Eddie, Mr. Pete, apologize to those of you out there who may be offended by my ranting. I will attempt from now on to broadcast a game and not take it personal. It is not my fault that that team I am highlighting loses. Yes, I invested my vast experience in the knowledge of gridiron football to pack a team with free agents and other players, including the so-called Area 51 element, the baby angels, which we won't talk about. It's classified. But they do they do play football. And then there's the throwback players. And randomly, the faceless players. These are players that don't have a picture but are faceless. Sometimes, randomly, you'll see them. At least when I sign them to a team. But for some unknown reason, they kind of never get to play. I've noticed that phenomenon. There is some sort of a, well, it's not my place to criticize. I'm sorry. I should not go that route. I appreciate um, that the teams are allowing the gentleman's agreement, allowing the administrators of the gentleman's agreement, H.T. Bum and myself, to assist losing teams with players, to provide an equal opportunity for losing teams to be able to compete in the open market of the NFL, Operation Madden football. It's not my place to complain and rant about the outcome of a game just because I personally suited that team with free agents and throwback players and the baby angels. And to some degree, the fifth element being players like myself who are not baby angels, we're not throwback players like H.T. Bum, um, Sabbath McKenzie. We're not the young guns, those players like um, Drew Brees. Oh my gosh. Oh, damn it. Huh? I felt something on my leg. Sorry about that. I felt something crawling on my leg. Um, Again, I want to apologize for my ranting. Yes, I took it personal because I contributed in the gentleman's agreement to packing a team with free agents and other players. And the last 6, 7 games, the teams that were not selected have brutalized my teams that are highlighted. I took it personal, and I'm sorry. I apologize. I will attempt to take myself out of the equation at the outcome of a game, and I will just broadcast and not rant. It's not my place to rant. It's my privilege to be able to help a team that loses and provide them with players. Whether or not they actually win or lose, it shouldn't be up to me to rant, and I'm sorry. My apology. The reason why I'm bringing this up is not because anyone brought this up to my attention, but because I felt, as a man of the global world, as a man who appreciates traveling to different cultures and environment and foods, I shouldn't belittle myself like this. And I do feel sorrow. Are we good to go? Thank you. Um, this has been pirate radio broadcast podcasts. Um, from time to time, we also broadcast Operation Sniper Elite, Operation Ghost Recon. We like to help you experience our personalities, like HT Bomb, Bobby J. We have others who go out on these missions in Bolivia at great risk to themselves to show you what it's like to be on a covert ops mission. Operation Ghost Recon Wildlands. Currently, Bobby J and some others are broadcasting. Um, Bobby J returns and we broadcast a game. Then he goes back over there. We appreciate Bobby J and the great risk he is taking to himself. He is one of our on the field journalists. He's a podcaster and we appreciate him. I know at times we yell at him and HT Bomb hits him, allegedly, but it's all in, we're trying to help him. Sometimes he gets accustomed to being a certain personality. He reduces himself to a caricature. A what? A what? What's that? A caricature. What are you laughing at? What is that? A character. He reduces himself to a strange little boy. Oh, yeah, that's a caricature? Yes. Oh, never heard of that. Well, it's not the exact pronunciation. Oh, like, executive. Shut up. This is my podcast moment. Oh, I'm just walked in here. I know. I saw you lurking around. I'm not lurking. I'm preparing for the next game. We're in week number 6. Yes, we are. The Colts versus the Texans. I promised myself, Mr. HT Bomb, that I would not rant. Really? Yes. It's not professional of me, since I am a man of the world. Oh, a what? A man of the world. I like to take a woman worldwide to different places and enjoy the foods and cultures. Yeah, I do. I know. I've seen you. Have you? Yes, you recorded, but you never broadcasted. How come? Because I live for the moment. The moment does not live for me. What is that supposed to mean? Does it have to mean anything? Yes, it does. Why? Why do you're ranting? No, 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 I'm not ranting about the football game. I'm ranting about your decision to walk in here, interrupt my podcast. I was sharing with the people a very sensitive moment. Really, yes. I'm having a sensitive moment with the people. I don't think anybody watches these videos. Those who do are having a moment with me. They are. Really. And how about all the other millions of people who don't even watch these videos? Then they are denying themselves a moment with Fast Talking Eddie. Okay, we're having a delicate sensitivity right now. Even if it's just one person out there who's tuning in to these podcasts, that one person and me are having a moment. Do you mind? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disrupt your moment with our only audience. Well, you're forgiven. Can I also have a moment with your audience member? Whoever that person is, well, yeah, go ahead. I share that one person with you. Thank you. Hi, I'm HT Bum. I'm sure they know that. Well, what if they don't? What if they never tuned in before and they don't know who I am? Okay, I'm sorry. Please introduce yourself. Thank you. Hi, I'm HT Bump. Sometimes I go out there on assignment on a podcast, Covert Ops, to bring you Operation Ghost Recon Wildlands. In fact, we're going to be showing you one of those on the spot podcasts so that you can see what it's like to be on an actual Covert Ops. And it's dangerous, it's explosive, it's dynamic, it's violent, secretive. You have to be quiet and stealth, and sometimes you just have to unleash your madness upon the criminal. And that's what I do. I do it as a journalist. I'm not a professional soldier. I am a podcaster for Pirate Radio Broadcast Podcasts. And that's a mouthful. So if you ever see me out there in those videos, or Bobby J, or the Vietnam vet, the Vampire Warrior, and a whole bunch of others. I lost count, but there's been so many. Yes, it appears that you are seeing sometimes similar operations. It's not our intent to bore you with the details, but to just present you an opportunity to see what it's like to be on a covert ops. A rare glimpse into a dangerous world of violence, shooting. What the hell was that? Sorry, I swallowed a bug. Gotta watch out for those bugs. I know, man. Here we are, wherever we are. Yeah, wherever we are. Yes, wherever we are. Um, we're at the NRG Stadium. NRG Stadium. That's right. And there's bugs around here. Yes, they called them flies. Flies. One of them was on my leg, and it scared me. Really, a fly scared you? Yes, it felt unusual to have something crawling up my leg. Really? Yes. I'm not accustomed to strange little bugs crawling up my leg. It makes me feel extremely violated. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Why don't you just get a fly swatter and smack that little fly's ass? It's just a small little bug. Are you finished sharing with my one viewer? Not yet? Please wrap it up. In closing, we're gonna try to present something different. We're in the middle of going to Best Buy and looking for the WWE wrestling. We're on a tight budget. I mean that not literally, but I mean concerning the product. It's a tight budget out of choice. You know, no prejudice against the WWE, but we're not exactly gonna spend 59 bucks on a product. If we can get it for like under 20 bucks. True be that. So we're trying to get um well, it's going to be unusual because we're not exactly bulked up like Triple H or Brock Lesnar. So we actually want to experience going in because I used to be a wrestler a long time ago. El Gato was my name, my wrestling name, El Gato. I was undefeated. Really? Yes, I used tasers and mace, which is not allowed in the WWE. But I never went pro. So, um, that is what we're working on. Um, Hopefully tomorrow, we're gonna be going to Best Buy or Walmart, and we don't want to, because we don't know if this is gonna be successful. Because It's not like football and Need for Speed and all these others. We don't know what it's gonna be like. WWE, especially since there's these wrestlers in there like The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar, Triple H, and Mankind, and oh, the women's division. They will tear us to pieces. So it's a wait and see, and if we do obtain the licensing, so to speak, um, we gotta make sure there's no music for copyright because we are posting it to one of you out there watching these videos. If one viewer, we appreciate you. Yes, we truly appreciate you, one viewer. You, you're appreciated, and thank you for viewing our video. Thank you. We appreciate you. Yes, we appreciate you. You are part of the Pirate Radio Broadcast Podcast family. Yes, a family of just you and us. That's right. You, which includes Bobby J. You are now related to Bobby J. Oh my gosh. In fact, if you want Bobby J over for your family get togethers, we can arrange Bobby J to have Thanksgiving with you and your family. I think we just lost a viewer. Okay. All right, we're going to sign off now.